Hi everyone, welcome to Carolina's Cottage. This is Johnny. Today's video is about cottage style decorating. I have a few tips for you on how to get that cottage look, and I have a very unique piece of decor that I refurbished, and I'd like to take you through the steps and show you how I did that. Here's a little peek of how it looks finished, but let me show you what it looked like when I started. This isn't the actual before picture of this piece because I got this about 5 years ago before I even had a YouTube channel. The entire piece was this yellow color with a very definitive 1990s style. It was yellow, kind of speckled, and it had green trim and a fruit motif. I never really did much with it. I put a primer coat on it, and that's as far as I got. It has a battery operated clock, and that can be replaced and removed. And then the bottom piece of it is a storage area. It looks like probably at one time it had a glass shelf, but that was not with it when I bought it. So I did cut a piece of wood to fit inside, and I'll be showing you how that all fits together. When I did the primer coat about 3 years ago, my thought was that I would paint the piece white and then do the trim pieces in gray, but that's not what I wanted to do now. I'm painting the trim pieces gold, and I found a really great paint to use for this. This is a paint by Couture, and it's a very light gold, but it has very good coverage and it's water-based, and so that's a great combination. And I'm going to put a link below that will actually let you get a 10% discount on products that you buy from Couture by using that link. But I was really happy with the coverage on this gold, and so happy to see that it is soap and water cleanup. I'm painting the gold trim first, and I found that that works better for me. Doing the trim first lets me get outside the edges and cover all those little creases along the trim, and then it's easy to clean it up with the white paint. This part of painting is okay, but the real fun is coming up when I get ready to do the stamping with the Iron Orchid Design stamps. That's the part that really gives it a different look, and I usually have a vision of what I think it's going to look like, and so I follow that, but it always surprises me, and I'm always impressed with how nice the stamps really look. And I'll take this clock out. I had to take it apart. I wanted to do that so that I could get to the background to paint it. I have a transfer that I bought a few years ago that's a clock face, and I don't think Iron Orchid Design sells those anymore, but it's an older design that I had purchased just for this piece, and it's an almost perfect fit. It's been quite a while since I painted furniture, and working on this project made me remember why I don't paint furniture anymore. I love furniture, and I used to paint it almost exclusively, but it really is a lot of work. It took me multiple days to do this piece, and moving it, repositioning it was just a little difficult. So I'm so glad that most of the things that I do for these videos and for things to put in my space that I rent are small things, small pieces of decor, and much easier to work on. We're almost to the fun part, but if you're enjoying this video so far, please give it a thumbs up. That's the best thing you can do to help YouTube recognize my video and hopefully get it out to more people who like these kinds of videos. I would also like to ask you to subscribe if you haven't already. And I have some future things I'm working on that I may tell a little bit about at the end of the video to kind of help you see what's coming up next. So please subscribe and you'll get the notifications when those videos get posted. Okay, I couldn't wait till the end to tell you what I'm going to be working on for the next video. Here's a sneak peek of some really pretty decoupage rice papers that I recently got. And so that's what I'll be using on some of the projects in the next video. I do have other videos that show the entire process for inking and using the Iron Orchid design stamps. I'm not going to show all of that detail in this video, but I will have a pop-up at the end of the video that you can go to and watch if you want more detail on how to use these stamps. I'm using a combination of two different sets of stamps from Iron Orchid Designs. I will link those below in the description. These are my favorite two sets, I think, because they have roses, which I love, and they also have some text or script, and the definition in these roses is just so clear, so I just really like them for so many reasons. Okay, so it's time to work on the clock face. We're going to give it a couple of coats of Farmhouse Linen paint, and that's chalk style paint from Couture. I'll be applying this transfer from, again, it's an older design from IOD. And after I finished that, I'm going to give it a couple of coats of a water-based top coat with a matte finish. Once I make sure I have this transfer centered, I'll smooth it out to make sure there's no wrinkles or bubbles in it, and I will apply the transfer starting from the center out. I noticed as I was pulling this coating off that I did miss a few spots. They're not critical to the design, but just a few areas that were supposed to look distressed, but it's okay. And then it's just a simple fix to put the clock pieces back together. I did make sure to save all the little pieces and left them assembled in the right order so that I remember how to put it back together. It went okay. I put a battery in it, and we will see if this thing really works or if I need to replace the mechanism. I replaced the little screws and plastic holders that held this in the door of the clock, and we were all set. Let's take a look at this finished piece. The colors I used here are from Couture. The white is called Farmhouse Linen, and the gold trim is called Pale Gold. And then I also used a flat finish top coat to protect this. I gave the detailed areas a little bit of highlighting with a sheer metallic paint called Sheer Bliss. And I have the supports in place here for the wooden shelf that I made. I painted that with the chalk style paint. I'll be installing that shelf and then I'll show you how it looks with everything finished. I will also stage it with some cottage style decor, and I'll show you a little bit more of my cottage decor in this dining area. I replaced the knobs on this. It's something I found on Amazon, and I will link these in the description below. When you're decorating cottage style, make sure to include something dainty, such as ornate vintage dishes, and especially those with small floral designs and pastel colors. I know it's not for everybody, but I hope you've enjoyed this video today. I hope this has inspired you to do a little decorating on your own, either with these cottage style stamps or something similar. Remember to check out the items in my description below. Thank you for watching today. Please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in the next video.